Hey YouTube, so I'm back again with another what I've picked up to trade into CEX video. That's a rather long-winded title, but it is what it is. So once again we're starting off with just a couple of titles. Hopefully over time there'll be more added, much like the last video. It'll be in several parts and then we'll just stitch them all together to make a longer video. It's certainly not worth putting a video out just for these two, but I was at the local daisy chain charity superstore yesterday. It's an out of town, very big, I've talked about it before, I haven't been for a very long time now. It's a very big CEX carpet warehouse, which closed down years ago, and it's been various shops since then, but it's now a charity shop, a massive, huge charity shop. It sells mostly furniture, but they do have a clothes section and a toy section and a media section and various electronic, so it's not really a section, just electronics here and there scattered about. But the selection they've always had, they haven't always had, but at one point they had 8 or 9 big bookcases full of DVDs for sale, and it was mostly rubbish, and the condition used to be awful. They've really torn that down. I think they must have got rid of a lot of it, and I still don't think I've ever had anything really decent out of there. And very rarely that they have Blu-rays, although I've had a couple of Blu-rays from there before, but they always overprice the box sets. I've brought them down a little, but I still think they're overpriced. But the DVDs, in various price, at one point they were 10 for £1, thought they were 5 for £1. At the moment they're 8 for £1, which is pretty good. Actually no, it's not pretty good, it's really good. But the choice isn't great, and I did struggle for quite a while trying to find 10, mainly because a few of the ones I was interested in had really badly scratched discs. But I picked up these two to trade, and I've just found online that the Durham store of CEX have an Arrow box set that I'm looking to get, and I'm at work this afternoon, and it's a bit of a time crunch, so I'm going to take these and trade them in today, and hopefully that set's still there. Anyway, I've rambled on, so we'll take a look quickly. So firstly, Strictly Ballroom. This is a great movie, I really do enjoy this, but I own it already. I need to check to see if there's a Blu-ray version of this, because it's one I really need to pick up if I do, but I traded it for 50p, so it's not great. And then this is factory sealed, actually. It's Popeye the Sailor Man Volume 2. This trades in for £1.40. I was quite surprised. It did have Volume 1 as well. Oddly enough, that has no value at all. It's worth a penny. So yeah, I just ended up grabbing this one, and then the other 6 which I've got, which I'll show in the next actual pickups video. I got them for my collection. So yeah, just a quick little start. We'll see what else I get over the week or so. Whether there'll be enough for another video this week, we'll have to wait and see. For now, so it's a day after the last segment, and like I mentioned, I went out to Durham yesterday morning. I'm on back shift this week, so I didn't start till 3, but it's about 45-50 minutes ride. But I went there specifically for something that had appeared in a CEX there. It was the only one of mine locally in the country. They'd gone out of stock quite recently. I was going to buy it a few weeks ago, and I kind of hummed and hawed and ended up not, and then the few that they had all sold out. Anyway, regardless of that, while I was there, I I had to wander around the charity shops and picked up a few more bits and bobs to go to CEX. So the first thing I got was I Spit on Your Grave, the special edition. I own this on Blu-ray. Now this says it's a new print, fuller version, more revenge. I'm assuming the one I've got is a 101 films release. It's going to be equal, if not superior quality to this one. I'd need to check, I suppose, how much this is cut compared to how much that one's cut, if even at all. I'm not really sure. But this came from Age UK, I believe, yeah, for 99p. Yeah, it trades in for £2. And a couple of games. These came from, damn it, can't even remember. Oh well. I should have took out the receipt. It's one that I don't go to very often. It's a weird little charity shop on its own in a very, very small retail park. I only ever go there because there's a Poundland there. This wasn't in Durham, this was on the way home in Darlington. Not on the way home, on the way to work in Darlington. So a couple of video games for £1 each. We've got Lego Batman on PS3. This was £1. It only traded for £1.60, which I thought, what the heck. And then this was the best one. Sims 3 Generations Expansion Pack for PC. It again was £1. I was shocked at this. It trades in for £7. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And when I was in CEX, one thing I noticed on the shelf was one of these. Now you may or may not remember, I picked this up probably 2-3 weeks ago in CEX. It's a collection of 3D movies. Even though I already had Abraham Lincoln, I got it for the other two movies. As it turns out, I also had Prometheus. I knew I owned Prometheus, but I didn't realise I had the 3D, so really only bought it for iRobot in the end. It was a £5, so it wasn't too bad. They had one of these on the shelf for £10 yesterday. I thought that's got to be a mistake. Obviously they've it's gone down in price and they've just forgotten to change the label, so I checked it on my phone, and lo and behold, they are selling this now for £10 and it trades in for £6. So while the going's good, I'm going to trade this back in. I'll get my money back and a little bit more, and then I'll just keep an eye out for iRobot on its own. So yeah, I felt a little bit lucky with that one. Yep, short and sweet once again, just a few things. I'll be trading this in. I won't be going out today because again I'm at work this afternoon, so Saturday tomorrow I will take these in tomorrow, get a voucher. I spent all my vouchers yesterday, everything I had, and then some, because I got a few bits and bobs extra bits and bobs while I was in CEX, and a bunch of stuff from the charity shops as well, which I'll do in this week's pickups video. So yeah, this will get me a few vouchers back again. So it's Tuesday, it's the 9th today, I believe. So it's been a few days since the last instalment of this, although for you it's been a few seconds. I've only got one thing to show you today. This came from Musicmagpie. I bought two from the 2 for £3 deal, one for me and one for trade. So for trade, I've got Toy Story 3 on Blu-ray, which is a 3-disc set, 2 Blu-rays and a DVD. It's trading in currently for £3, so this basically pays for this and my Blu-ray as well. I won't be getting into CEX for the next couple of days. I'm on morning shift this week, which means I'm in early and I don't finish till 3. So by the time I get home, I haven't got much time to get into town. But hopefully, before the weekend, I've only got this one to take. Yeah, so I'll have this traded in. Don't know when I'll be getting any more. I don't see myself doing any looking around the shops this week. Maybe at the weekend or next week. I'm on nights next week, so I might have a bit of chance next week. Anyway, rambling. Yeah, so this is all I've got for now. I shall catch up with you next time. Cheers now. Ta-ra. And I'm back again. It's now the 20th of July. It's Saturday. It's been nearly 2 weeks since I've recorded anything for this update at least. I haven't done much in the way of shopping. Bought a few bits and bobs, but nothing for trade until today. I went out to Darlington and got a few things from the charity shop, or charity shops. This first one was part of a 4 for £1 deal, so for 25 pence. Picked up Toy Story. This is the 10th anniversary edition, 2-disc set. Yeah, like I say, 25 pence, trades in for £3. So I was really chuffed to grab that. Also got from the Butterwick Hospice yet another copy of Phoenix Nights Series 2. No Series 1 unfortunately to go with it, but not to worry, it still trades in. £1.40 that trades in for. And this lot, I went into Renew, which is it's like a stall on the indoor market, and they sell all supposedly refurbished second-hand DVDs, a few Blu-rays, but they've branched out now into vinyl and audio cassettes. So the area that they used to have for DVDs is a lot less, and they had a load, as they always had, for £2 each or 3 for a £5. When they used to have a store. They used to have several stores. They branched out a couple of years ago, and had a local store here in the old HMV store, and they were doing Blu-rays at that time, 3 for £2. But occasionally they were putting them out at buy one get 2 free, so you were getting 3 for £2. 3 for £2. So I think I said that wrong. I'll have to go back and check now. What I meant to say is, if I didn't, they were 3 for £5 originally, but when they were on offer, there were 3 Blu-rays for £2. Right. Anyway, this lot I got on the 3 for £5 deal. There's no Blu-rays, they're all DVDs. One I've kept for myself, which I'll show in the update video. I wasn't quite sure how on earth some of these were even on the shelf. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. First thing we'll start with Captain America Winter Soldier. I was struggling, to be fair, to find something to finish off this deal, and I had a bunch of Iron Man 2s, which a few weeks ago I bought a couple of those off Musicmagpie. They were trading in for £2. I got them on a buy one get one free deal, and although CEX are still selling them at the same price, selling them for £4 as they were before, the trading value has gone down to £1, which I was quite shocked at, so I couldn't get that. This still trades in for £2, although I think it might have traded in for more at one point. Well, it will have done when it was new, but I mean it recently. So yeah, that was it. Even though it only cost me £1.66 essentially, it's a £2 trade, so I'm making a bit of money on it, but it was the last one that I needed to find something. The very first thing that I saw when when I got up to the shelves are sort of on the shelves like this in racks, sort of 4 deep, so you don't have to look through too many. The shelves aren't deep enough to have them lined up, like these are lined up. And each one of these was actually at the front of each of their respective piles. And this one was the very first thing that I saw, and I couldn't believe what I was looking at. This is Pirates. Now it is the UK 18 certificate version of Pirates, but still, and I imagine this is probably very heavily cut. And just out of curiosity, I scanned it on the CEX app, thinking that nothing would come up, and it did. It comes up as a £6 trade-in. I couldn't. No, sorry, it comes in at £8 trade-in. It was another one that came up at £6. And so this trades in for £8 at CEX. And I was pretty shocked that it was even there. And same with all of these. Again, front and centre, right there. Never heard of this one, but Femalien, Beyond Human Desire. Again, I scanned it. It shows up on CEX for a £5 trade-in. And this one, I initially looked at this and just went past it, and it didn't even give it a second look. I thought it was just some cheap nonsense that would be worth nothing. Virtual Limit, Lesbians in Cyberspace. £5 trading again. I couldn't believe it. And then finally, this one has a £6 trading. Pervarella. Never ever heard of this, but you've got Jonathan Ross and Mark Lamar listed amongst the cast, and David Warbeck. That's not the guy that was in. It can't be surely the bloke that was in Maniac Cop. I'm sure it was Warbeck, but maybe it's a different Warbeck. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah, so £6 trading. So what essentially cost me £10, including the one that I'm keeping for myself. There's a £24 trading value in there. Now, when I get to CEX, I don't know if they'll actually take them, because all but the Winter Soldier are part of their adult section. And on the website, when you look at different titles, they all have their own sections, whether it be Blu-rays or DVD feature films or DVD TV shows, and these are all in the DVD adult section. So I might have to end up sending these off in the post to them, but you know what, for the £3 that it'll cost to send them, I'm still making out like a bandit. I really am. I could, like I say, I've probably said it 20 times already. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but yeah, there we go. I think that's probably going to wrap up this video. I am going into Middlesbrough tomorrow, because I want to go into HMV. It's a possibility, although unlikely, that there will be any charity shops in Middlesbrough open tomorrow, with the exception of the British Heart Foundation, which, as far as I know, every one of those stores opens on a Sunday. But there's usually very little in there that's tradable. From time to time, they've got a Blu-ray up there that's in any of the shops that's worth more money than they're asking for, but generally the Blu-rays are between £3 and £5. Sometimes they have them at 99p, but very rarely. So yeah, so this may well be the last section of this video, but possibly when I get back tomorrow, which for you will be the next few seconds. If nothing comes after this, then this is the end, obviously. So it's Sunday now, it's a day later. I've been into Middlesbrough, and those DVDs I picked up yesterday from Renew traded in no problem. I was very surprised. Didn't manage to find anything in the charity shops. I visited £4 yesterday, and they just had all the same old stuff on the shelves. So yeah, there's nothing there either. Yeah, so I just wanted to do this little quick update just to let you know what happened with those DVDs. Yeah, so all is good. I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.